At a quiet time, in a quiet place, I can hear your voice as you speak to me, like a lowly lamb that is laying down to sleep. Lord, you speak through your word, and it soothes me. Never let me lose my first love, my first love.
Hi everybody, and welcome to The Heart of the Artist. We hope that you find the website to be a place where you can find information on our ministry and that you'll be blessed as you browse around. So thanks for stopping by and welcome to The Heart of the Artist.
We are all on a journey, a destiny that for sure will come to an end. Life's gonna pass with certainty. On this you can depend. Time is on your side, still you can decide what you'll leave behind. God is standing by. Tell me, do you like what you see? Have you been what you wanted to be? What will be your legacy? Are you known for the good that you
Well, I grew up in Hobbs, New Mexico. I grew up in a Christian home, and for which I'm extremely grateful. My parents made sure that I was in church every Sunday. I really didn't have a choice. And then I played basketball on the high school basketball team and thought I was going to make it to the NBA. That didn't happen. So I resorted to other things. I started singing in the choir and then later became director of the choir. And I think that's where my love for music really first began. Yeah, my wife Janae and I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's cold up here. I don't think you're going to find any witnesses for global warming in our area. When I was 7 years old is when I started. I sang the national anthem at our high school football game, and I did an a cappella version. And after that, I was hooked. I have loved it ever since.
Every time I think about your goodness in my life, and every time I dream about eternity, I can't describe how I feel inside, how it coincides with what your word has promised me. A mist from God's own face to send a shower of love and grace. Crucified, oh, the pain he must have bore as he watched his son. He could take no more. Crucified, the world was crying, so he left his son on the cross, dying. There was a man who walked through the city of Jericho. There was a little man, and he wanted to see Jesus. There was a crowd around, and he just couldn't seem to get a good view. So he ran ahead of the people and climbed up in a sycamore tree.
I gave my life to Christ at age 14, and after learning that I needed Jesus to be saved, I committed my life to him then. You know what? I truly believe that this was my purpose in life, and my life was spared as a child, and my mother dedicated me to Jesus at birth. I've always felt God's guiding hand in my life, and I love music, so for me, music and ministry is inseparable. They're one. I want to be able to give my life back to God because He gave me two incredible gifts, music and life. An unbelievable time. I just can't even begin to tell you what those guys meant to me. The music, the hearts of George and Gary and Dwayne, they're a part of me. And we were genuinely like brothers. We were like brothers off stage, and I think that translated to the stage. It seemed that people related with the group real well, and that made the music that much more acceptable and the ministry that much more powerful. Wow, now I think the list is too long for this section, but I'm gonna get my dad in trouble here, you know. He had like Sam Cooke, The Soul Stirs, The Mighty Clouds of Joy. You know, I remember I would sit for hours and just listen to the melodies and harmonies, and I would rewind the tape over and over and over again until I could make my voice do all the things that they could do, all the little runs and the trills. But man, there's so many influences. Marvin Winans, BB and CC Winans, Commission, Stevie Wonder, Amy Grant, Michael English, Brian Duncan. You know, the list goes on and on and on. As I said, I just love melodies and I love harmonies and I love artists who can deliver them with a godly message.
When I'm thinking about all the things I do, I made a promise to you. Lord, I know that I still owe my life to you. I've given you my word. I haven't done what I said I would do. You're on my mind and I wanna be new. There's a change coming. A change is coming. There's a change coming over me.
Well, I would say that our music is a blend of great melodies and rhythms and music and message. Our aim is to continue to do relevant contemporary music that moves people closer to God. It's one thing to move people with music. It's another to move them toward the Father, and that's what we want to do. You know, a person cannot claim to have a music ministry, really, if the message is not of God or the lines are blurred. Clearly, our music, in our music, we want to share the message of Christ. Yeah, Janae is extremely vital in the ministry. Firstly, to me, she's a wonderful companion, and she's unbelievably gifted in so many areas. She writes the majority of our songs, several which have charted nationally, and she owns a theater company in our city in Grand Rapids. She's a photographer, but most of all, she has a heart for serving, and she loves God with all her heart, and she's my inspiration.
Isn't it amazing when we find that we're down, spinning in a circle, going around and round?